Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, because this is the weekend, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pull a card from my Angels of Abundance with Doreen and Grant Virtue. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and remember, this is just the introduction if you're new here. Basically, down in the description, I have the timestamp where you can jump to your regular readings. But I do ask if you would watch the introduction at least one time, okay? But this is going to be the introduction that's tagged on to all of the videos. So you'll see this over and over again if you don't jump. Okay, so for the introduction, I will do a reading with my Waite Rider, traditional, and my Colette Barron read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. That means I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is you want to call, and I just ask for the guidance, and I ask for the words, and I ask for blessings for you, for me, and that the words be true and that they resonate with someone out there. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on with just the planetary movements. I do have this posted on my website, so you may want to look at that if you want to just kind of glance to see. Right now, because we do have Mercury going retrograde on the 10th. So as of the 10th, we will have 6 planets retrograde. Actually, the 9th, 10th. And that's going to be Jupiter, which is in Aries, Mercury, which is in Libra. Right now, we have Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, and Uranus in Taurus. So we've got a lot of interesting energy. And Mercury goes retrograde really the evening of the 9th at 11:35 p.m., and that would be Eastern Standard Time. So 2 planets are direct right now. Mars, which is in Gemini, and it's going to be there for like 8-9 months, I think. And then we now have Venus in Virgo. So that, but those 2 are going direct. A lot of retrograde energy, and retrograde energy means a lot of digging up of the past, digging up of the present, and also a little bit of laying new foundations for the future. So what's going on the 10th? Let's go here. The 10th, again, Mercury is retrograde now, 8 degrees Libra. There is a full moon in Pisces, and that's at 17 degrees. Now, this is a really strong wishing moon. Pisces is your deepest desires, your deepest hidden wants. Now, you also need to know that the full moon is conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces. Dreams, again, deep energies there. Remember, Neptune is retrograde, so really digging up maybe some old memories and old wants and thoughts. Now, the full moon is squaring Mars in Gemini. Now, squaring puts a little pressure. There's some pressure put on the full moon. Mars in Gemini. Mars is the god of war. Gemini is the twins, and very much very intellectual, very thought-provoking type of energy. And it's really putting some pressure on that full moon to deliver. And then on the 11th, we have the Sun, which is in Virgo, trining, which is, again, a very positive energy with Uranus. And that is the, expect the unexpected, which is now retrograde in Taurus. So the 10th and the 11th have some really strange energies, very positive energies. Uranus and Mars is really making things maybe a little more unexpected. So you might, and Mars in Gemini is really pushing for things to be done. So interesting stuff with that. I did post the Schumann resonance for today. I don't post it unless I'm seeing something a little bit on the odd side, or unless it's in that really white zone. And this one today was in the odd zone. Okay, I don't know, does this break or something? It was just very odd energies going on. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think about it. So let's go on for this weekend. So we do have the strong full moon with, Neptune being, what did I say it was, conjunct with Neptune? Anyway, with Neptune, which is in Pisces, it is a really strong wishing moon. So again, remember, the moon to me is not, I don't, I do not worship the moon, but I do look at it as a divine creation, and it does affect the earth. The moon cycles does affect the moon, does affect the earth. So it is one that, it's one of those times to release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. Okay, so release, relinquish, and request. You can start that like 3 days before, 3 days after. But it is a very strong, it is about wishes, it is about dreams, it is about wanting more in our lives. And that's always a good thing, especially everybody that's watching, you are light workers, you are, stargazers, you are star seeds. So you wouldn't be here except that there's something calling you here. So interesting weekend energy that, and it's interesting even that, September, except that those planets are, there's pressure put on those planets that are retrograde, the planets are putting pressure on us, with the retrograde energy. It's almost like, I don't know, is there a game being set up? It just feels like there's an anticipation, there's a watchfulness, there's a wanting, and it just feels like there's a readiness being made. Okay, I did take the weekend off for answering comments, but because I was kind of on the computer light. Okay, I really wasn't on the computer every day, and that's where I answer my comments. But I was watching on my phone. It's just that it's not easy to answer you the way I want to answer you. So thank you for all those comments. I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciate all the support you give me with that. Okay, let's go on now. Let's see what we've got here. Remember, anything reversed to me has a really strong, like, hey, let's pay a little more attention to this. Not that we don't pay attention to the others. It's just this was kind of like I really want you to notice and take note of this message. Okay, let's see what higher power, God, Holy Spirit, wants to say. And again, you don't have to have the belief system that I do. Take what I say and just adapt it to your own language, okay? I do believe we were all placed in certain spots in order to keep people's vibrations very high. Right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. All of them are face down. Let's see, I should move this down just a touch. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. First card. This one's been coming up a lot, hasn't it? In the overview, in the what's going on in the universe. So we have that 4 of Pentacles. 4 again, stability, leadership, organization. We have the King holding his money closely, almost cherishing his money. There is the Pentacle, because Pentacles is earth energy, money energy, tangible energy. This is our Capricorn and our Taurus and our Virgo. Now, we are in Virgo season, but Virgo doesn't have a lot of planetary action except that it's got the sun in it right now. But, Uranus and Capricorn are, in that retrograde energy. So there is a lot of really holding your money dear, cherishing it in some ways, not necessarily putting it first for everything, but it is, guarding your money. There is a guarding energy right here. Thinking about money, there is money that's in that crown energy, but it is also crown. And remember when we talk about chakras, the seventh chakra from going from the bottom to the top is the crown chakra. Now, so there's one thought that we can go with this is that we're going to be thinking about money. We're going to be it's going to be really kind of, very much in our minds and our thoughts. But the other that I like to think, especially with the crown, is that crown chakra, and that there is a higher power that will be providing what it is we need. I have had many times in my life, I've gone through many ups and downs in financial cycles, and I know that it wasn't due to my wisdom at all, but I have been provided for. And then also we have the, we have the Pentacles under the feet. Now, I do find it interesting that, I don't know, is he wearing socks or is he wearing half boots? Let's say he's wearing half boots. But again, he's standing firm on his money. Or he's not standing, he's sitting. He's sitting, but the money again is underneath his feet. We have, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with that one just yet, but we have the city on the one side that has, has the colors in it. We have the city on the other that has the gray in it. Not sure where we're at with that either. So let's go on and we'll see. There is something about this, and I love to hear what you think about this, what you're thinking about this King of Pentacles. And he has been coming up, not every overview reading, but he has been coming up a lot in our reading. So guarding money, thinking of money, protecting our money maybe even. But again, the crown, the fact that he has a crown, I am thinking that, we have to trust. We have to trust higher power to provide for us. Here we go. Next card is, we have that Two of Cups. Now, not so much with this card, but cup energy is our water energy. So that's our Pisces. We've got that full moon in Pisces right now. Scorpio, we have the South Node in Scorpio. So that's an interesting that's another type of video that I've not made. So there's a lot of past energy with Scorpio. It is Cancer energy. And that is fluid, it is romantic, very spiritual, very the feels, the good feels, the bad feels, the happy feels, the sad feels, okay? So it is, the cups, this is a two. Two has choices, decisions, and it's also coming together energy here. And this one is generally the one that says, that people, you are coming together. You are joining together. You are sharing in something that is very spiritual and very major too. So here we go here. We have the cups. The cups are something that holds your fluids. We have the flowers around the man, and we have the olive leaves or the laurel around the woman. So there could be and then we have this, is that a griffin? I'm not very sure about that, but there is something that's very magical and mystical. Is that our sign for medicine? Not quite sure about that either. But there is a connection here. There is something about joining together and keeping spirits light, but keeping spirits very, very, very loved, okay? Community, but could also be, if this was a individual reading, it could be twin flame, it could be soulmate energy too. Here we go. Our next card is, now we come to that Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen, all of the court cards, and I like that I can say it now because I won't say it in the individual readings. All of the court cards have dual energies. The pages underlying energy is Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, like I said. It is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. The Knight's underlying energy is fire or rod energy, and that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries. Passionate, burning, very determined energy. Now we come to the Queen. Underlying energy is that water again. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pisces is that full moon right now. So, fluid, emotional, spiritual energy too. And then we come to the King, whose underlying, and that would be the King of Swords, whose underlying energy is air, which would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra all have stuff going on. So does the earth energy too. Water has a little bit of going on, and really fire energy only has, which is still quite big, the Jupiter in Aries going on here too. So the Queen underlying is that water energy, but it's also overlying is that pentacle energy, that earth energy. The Queen wants to make sure that she is taken care of, but also that her people are taken care of. And she doesn't necessarily want to take care of them in just meager ways. She wants to make sure that their needs are such that they're not going to, want more, that they'll be satisfied. So the Queen of Pentacles, You know, the earth energy here, she's a very loving energy. She's a very providing energy. She's a very much, you know, a queen that wants to just make sure that there's no, that the people aren't wanting. Okay, so we've got some interesting money energy going on here, but then we have that water energy going on too. So there is something about, you know, making sure that our physical needs are being met, but at the same time, our spiritual needs are being met too. So it's an interesting weekend. It's an interesting dynamic for this weekend. Okay, let's go on now. The Colette Barrett, right? Colette Barron read. Let's see what the Good Tarot has for us. Let's see. Higher Power, what do you have here for us? Because I feel like there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy. It's a very, it is a balanced energy with all that's going on in that earthly and spiritual realm. So interesting here. Let's see. Let's see what we've got going. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I wasn't going to do 3, but I guess we're going to do 3. Here we are. Here we are. We only do 1, but let's do our 3, and let's see what we've got here. Next card. That's the King of Air. Remember I told you air energy, you know, Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo, and Gemini energy. The king is very much a ruler. This king really, you know, knows a lot. This is one that has experienced a lot, but he also rules with his head. He does not rule with his heart at all. Some people might say that he's a little bit cold-hearted with this, but he is somebody that says, you know, we need to do what we need to do. So not necessarily warm and cuddly, but at the same time, not necessarily unjust either. There's a lot of justice with the King of Air. Okay, here we go. Next card. We have that 9 of Earth energy. So 9 is, let's wrap it up. Let's, you know, you've got everything you need. That earth energy is basically that same, you know, the pentacle energy. So so whatever this is going on, there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of smarts with this. It may not necessarily be something that connects with our hearts. We might be feeling why, but then the answer is it's like, this is the way things are being done. 9 of Earth does say that you will have your needs met. And sometimes the 9 of Earth is about having some of your wishes met also. So here we go. Last card, the Page of Air. So it's interesting that we had, when we had the Queen of Pentacles, it has a combination between the Pentacles and the what was this? The water energy. So the Page of Air now has the earth energy, because remember, underlying is the page, and we have that air. So this does have a, you know, and pages, very much so, they love to, you know, they love new projects. They love to start on new things. They believe that they can get through a lot of these things. A lot of this could be something to do with a job. It could be a career. It could be just even a way of tangible life. However, we have that air energy. The air energy does say, you know, that there can be some challenges. The air energy does say that, you know, it's not necessarily an easy route to go down. However, that page is very enthusiastic. That page wants to try. And so there's a lot of interesting stuff. Spiritual, earthly energies being met, yet at the same time, we really need to be very, you know, the world is basically being very concise, very strategic, very, you know, this is the way, these are the steps that need to be happening, need to be taken place. Needs are being met, though it might be a bit of a challenge for this weekend. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to tell you. Please comment. Tell me what this means to you. And why don't we now, you know, and remember when you're looking at these and you're, like I said, jumping past the introduction, remember that many people cross-watch. They watch their rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars and Mercury. Okay? Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You keep my channel moving, and you keep me growing, and you keep me on air, and I really do appreciate that. So why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Leos. Okay, let's see what's going on right now. Venus has left the building, or has left Leo, now in Virgo. So really nothing is there in the fire signs except for Aries, which has Jupiter, and that in itself is extremely strong. And I also have a card that just flew, so hold on a second, please. One card flew out. That means we got to pay attention to it also. Now, let's see. What else do we have for our Leos? Oh my gosh, my Leos, my Leos, my Leos. It's been such a tough, it's been tough being tough, isn't it? It's been tough being the I don't know, the mainstay for so many people. But let's see what we've got going on. Things are working out. Things are changing. Things are happening. It's just that, you just have to keep believing, and you just have to keep strong. You have to just keep strong, my Leos, okay? There's so much weight on your shoulders right now. Anyway, let's see. Full moon. So remember, there's a full moon here. It's in Pisces. And, it is a very powerful full moon, okay? So it's a wish moon. It's really put out what it is you've been wanting. Now, granted, too, you may want to give a little caveat and then say, what you're wanting, and just say, or something similar, or whatever is in my best goodness, okay? Something like that might be helpful. Anyway, first card. Let's see this. Okay, King of Earth. King of Earth has been popping up. In fact, I think the King of Earth actually came in. Yes, if you have any Aries energy in you, you might want to watch the Aries, because King of Earth was there. But King of Earth has been popping up, in a lot of the different cards for this reading, in different energies. Now, King's underlying energy is air. It is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Mercury is now going backwards, or at least on the night of the 9th, it is going backwards. So there is that energy. There is a lot when Mercury goes retrograde. There is a lot of karma putting things right. Okay, so Earth energy is our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and there's a lot of energies right there with those three signs too. Money, job, career. So the King of Air part is strategic thinking, maybe hearing news. This one is money energy. This is, people coming to you and saying, subject matter expert. You may find that you're being called maybe to speak. Maybe you're being called to deliver a speech or a presentation. This is people recognizing you and your expertise, okay? But it's also a way for you to make money too. So whatever it is, there's something that you know that other people don't know that need to be shared with them. And this is really stepping up and really being acknowledged, but also the money coming in too for that. Could also be doctor or a lawyer, and getting advice or help from one of those. But the King of Earth is generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So don't worry so much about Mercury retrograde. If somebody offers you something, really think about it. Okay, think about it. Now, if there's contracts or anything, I have to say this caveat. Then go ahead and have somebody look at those contracts. Okay, next card is release. Oh, there's a big change happening for you. Release. This is the death card. So you have a 1-3, 1 new beginning, 10 transition. 3 is celebration, creativity, the power of 3. Add 1 and 3 together, becomes a 4. Stability, organization. Just logical energy too. Okay, leadership energy. This is like I said, so something has to end for something new to begin. So time of suffering, think of it as a woman who is in labor. Her suffering ends and something is birthed. So, you know, so trying, kind of goes along with what I'm saying. So it's something trying, going forward, do it. And then all of a sudden something, well, not all of a sudden, because you've been really, you know, it's ready for you to push. And, you know, and now because you've done the work, this new start, this new beginning, new birthing, okay? So the end of a phase or situation, a spiritual transformation, time to move on. It's also, you know, Archangel Azrael, it's also a very positive time. So when I was talking about suffering, when I was talking about things on your shoulders, things are released now. And now you can breathe again. Okay, this one's reversed. The World. So we have a 2, a 1. 2 is choices, directional, coming together. 1, new beginning again. 2 plus 1 is that 3 again. So celebration. This is Archangel Michael energy. So whatever this is about, it's like your time of waiting, your time of maybe suffering, your time of pushing. You're about to have a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough time, a breakthrough moment, a breakthrough pathway opening up for you. And it's good. It feels good. Michael, the divine, the divine archangel over protection and over, I want to say war, but not, you know, protection, also defense, leads the angelic armies. Okay? So, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So there is some growth here too, because you have a spiritual transformation, but you also have enlightenment happening too. But this is that breakthrough moment. This is that aha, yes, what you've been waiting for. Okay, let's see what we have here. John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Let's see, higher power. Would you speak through these, please? What is it for our Leos? What does Leos need to know? Light. So we have a 1-9 energy here, 1 again, and a 10 energy. You know what that is. 9, you have everything you need, so wrap it up. 1 plus 9 comes back to that 10, transformation or transition, and then we come back to that 1, new beginning, new start. The light energy, this is the sun, so this is your energy. So whatever this is, it's a big breakthrough moment for you. You will see the light. These 3 are major arcana energies. It might not necessarily feel, it might be like, wow, it's going to be wow type of breakthrough. And it's like, I kept hoping, I kept believing, I kept thinking that things were going to change, Oh, now they have. So big moment, big weekend, stepping into your authority, stepping into your power, stepping into your, you know, like I said, subject matter expert, a successful time. Okay? And the thing about that death card, hey, you know, when the pregnancy ends, you've been in the pushing phase of it all now, and now it's time to birth that new dream, birth that new beginning. Here we go. So what do the angels of abundance have to say? I feel like I need to shuffle this one more time here for you. Here we go. 3 major arcanas, lots of 1s in there. Lots of, you know, these become 3s. So let's see. Angels of abundance. What do you have for our Leos? Yeah, this is one of those breakthrough times. Here we go. Gratitude list. I love that. Attitude of gratitude. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who you are grateful who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosities of this universe. Attitude of gratitude. So even though you've been feeling like I have to keep going, the attitude of gratitude, thank you for everything that I have, things open up even more. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy we have for our Leos. Yeah, this one, we can claim this one. We can claim this one, my Leos. We've been waiting. Here we go. So, oops. Also, 2 fell on the floor. It is reversed. Here we are. Oh, and there I go smaller. Okay. Tiger's eye, luck in new ventures, willpower, creative flow, overcoming fear. And that's one thing too. Many people have a fear of success. I'm not saying that I don't. We all do to some extent. Okay, my Leos, yeah, claim this one. Please let me know who this might belong to. Good prayers for all of us. Take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.